Hi everybody, hope you're all okay. Welcome back to Shellstar Stitches. You're going to get double intros because I've just recorded all my video and realised I didn't stop to show you footage from today. So this is me introducing the footage from today for you and photos. So enjoy, and I'll see you back here for another introduction in a minute. Hello, so I am here at Kew. There are lots of people around, so I'm trying to do this really quickly because they are dismantling a load of stuff in the car park. Half the car park, if you can see this van behind me, is taken where they're dismantling stuff. So I've parked in a spot. Hopefully I'll be all right and away from barriers. Took me 2 hours to get here this morning. I'm going to go and walk round and then eat my breakfast bar in the queue. The queue at Kew. I'll see you on the other side.
I think this one might be quite a mark. It is the year of the birds, and so this year's summer competition is Ed's Best Nest. Now I'm not going to give too much away, other than the fact that those of you that don't like surprises might find some a little challenge. You'll be making some choices, but then there will be an element of random if you would like to get involved in a bit of a surprise. So that's what I'm going to show you. We'll go live later today. Ed's Best Nest. That's the hashtag. There's nothing on there yet. Don't get excited. Everything will obviously go live.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Shellstar Stitches. Hope you're doing okay and have had a good week so far. Excuse me while I take this watch off. Yes, Thursday today. I know I only did a video for you Monday, but oh, sorry, just gonna read that. It was Kew Day today, Kew workshop. You have to excuse me. I'm just like, I'm so hot. It's been so hot all day. So yeah, this is a video on Kew for you. So the Toft Kew workshop. It's the botanicals at Kew Gardens in London. I got home about 20 to 4, so about coming up for about an hour ago. So I've just been for a walk with hubby when he finished work, and I'm doing this video for you, so hopefully I can get it uploaded. And I've got my phone so I can go through all of the bits that I put on the Toft Alex Facebook group of all the information we found out today, because I've already forgotten most of it because I have to do it as we hear it. So it was a normal workshop in that sense that I say today. We got there for 10:30, well, doors open at 10, and it went on till 1-ish, and then Kerry was around for a bit longer for photos, etc. afterwards. It was very grey, but very humid and hot and muggy, and started spitting more in the queue outside, the queue at Kew. And yeah, but it was very warm in the conservatory, and there was a big downpour at one point. I came back home and it's like bright sunshine and really warm at home. So it's been a muggy, like, I put makeup on this morning, which I don't do very often anymore, and it just feels like it's melted off. And sorry for the noise, because I've got in here and I've opened the windows. So we received this on our table. Our Alexandra's Garden, it just comes with the label, Alexandra's Garden bouquet with some Toft ribbon. I have opened it because I had to open it to get my yarn out, but I re-tied it back up and I'll show you. And then we got a bag of stuffing there, because they've used all their Crow Your Own bags now, they've all gone, so we used to get them in that, so that's fine. That's recyclable. I've got a lot of Toft stuffing bags, so I can put in there. And our pattern today is a passion flower. This is the pattern cards, the front and back of the passion flower. I'll try and hold that in a bit closer so you can see the front detail. 2 postcard patterns, as you can see. And yeah, these now do say Royal Britannic Kew at the bottom. So we were given, well, I didn't look properly in the bundle, but we were given the standard colours for this, but they had a little market stall in case we wanted to buy any other colours to interchange. So I've already started on here. One, it's a cream. I think we've got 2 balls of cream in here. Let me reopen so you can see, and then I'll tie it back up later. So yeah, we've 2 balls of cream, a ball of lime. I'm going to take this out because it's going to be easier. A ball of lime, 2 green, and amethyst. We've got some coloured yarns. We're not using the teal, that was your stitch marker, but we will be using the yellow, and I think the cream and the black. I'm not sure if this has eyes. Oh yes, it does have eyes. And then we've got a small, I think this is about 10 grams of heather each, and these are like the last skein of heather for our make. So that is what has come. So we started with just the face piece, and that is literally all I managed to make. I went wrong twice and had to unpick it. So that is the face piece ready to go. Mine seems quite small for me, but I mean, it is what it is. I might undo it and redo it because I went wrong, but I don't think I am. I think I've got enough rounds. Let me count the rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Face panel 8. Yeah, so it's the right number of rounds. I don't know, mine just looked really tiny compared to everyone else's, but then, you know, everyone's tension is different. Right, I'm going to tie this back up now. So, yeah, I did purchase some yarns at the little Toft stand they had, because, not that I need more yarn, but I only have 100-gram balls of like sage, chive, kale and beetroot, so I purchased, I didn't find kale there, I've got, no, not kale, sage, sorry, I must have missed that one. So I've got chive and kale, and then I got beetroot. So I've got one of each of those in a 25-gram ball. Now they're in the standard range. Because, as I say, I've got 100-gram balls, but I don't necessarily want to open them all. Maybe I should open the 100 grams and then cake it into 4 25-gram balls. That might have been a better idea, but, you know, hindsight's a wonderful thing. I will go through the spoilers of everything that we found out. Then I will show you my click and collect as well. So let me get back up the Facebook group, because we've been adding it to a spoiler post there all day. Oh, right, sorry. Oh, I swear I don't work in the heat now, you know. Oh. Right, okay. Let me load all comments. Find out what I can tell you. So, oh, there's lots now. Other people have made comments on here. Okay, so that's that. I've spelled that wrong, but I've just noticed. The Mesozoic yarn that went on sale last week that some people missed out on, Rachel dyed that. She's also told me that she's trained 2 others in the team to do hand dye. There will not be any reinstatement of the Ed's Dye Club, that they've confirmed, because it's too big an amount to be dyeing up and having ready. But so that they've got the opportunities to hand dye for specials or for Kew workshops, etc. So she's trained up the 2 others. So they're starting to do some cross-training with hand dye, which is good to know. What else is there? Right, sorry. Kew tickets, the next set of Kew tickets, which are for the 27th of October, will not go on sale until early August. Georgia said she will be updating the Kew page with what date those tickets will be released. But yeah, they won't go on sale until early August. The workshop is going to be teamed with Halloween Trail, a bit like the Lights one for Christmas, but also with some slightly scary elements, I think. She said it gets progressively scarier through the evening, so obviously for the youngsters that go with their families, it won't be, and then sort of later on in the evening. The workshop's going to be running from 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. on that Monday. So when we did the Christmas one, it was 1:30 to 4, or 1 till 4. So they're actually putting it on even later, because I think the issue was we were waiting around to go on the Christmas lights early and they weren't quite ready for us. So yeah, it's going to be a 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. workshop on the Monday, then go straight into the light trail, Halloween trail after. With it closing, I think, about 9 p.m, Georgia said. What else? Summer competition is already live. I haven't ordered yet, but Kerry was staying at Kew with Rachel and Lou and getting it uploaded, because she said there was only 2.5 people at HQ today due to holiday. I think Beth and 1.5 of the girls, I don't mean half a girl, she was there for half a day, because they're now getting some holiday period. So that's gone live already. I've seen that since I've got home. On that theme, it's Ed's Best Nest. So Kerry didn't give much away at Kew. I took a picture, which I'll pop in here, but you can see it on the webpage now. It's like an egg tray. But what I've seen online is you pick 2 colours, and you can pick your third if you really want to put it in the notes, but they're doing almost like a surprise. They will put you in a complementing colour, and you get a nest pattern, etc, etc. Don't know what else yet. There will be more, I'm sure, on Instagram about that. Advent is the 31st of July. There was rumours that somebody had been told it's next Thursday. And I said to Kerry today, the last Thursday in July is the 31st. She went, yeah, it'll be that. Same capacity as last year and same price. Last year's price was £100. So that's what's going to cost you. Won't give anything away. I said to her, surely it's got to be a new theme this year, because we've had 2 years of mini dolls. And I sort of said, what is the theme? She wouldn't tell me, but she went, you know, as it has been 2 years since the mini dolls. And then just smiled. She said apparently it will become clearer when we see the advert, but it seems very cryptic still. She's on Sewing Street on Monday. And for us that's sort of quite regular Tofty, she said, I don't think there'll be anything particularly for you that you don't already have. But then she went, oh, but there's that. Something is returning apparently, that we've known or seen before. I'm not sure whether it was actual pattern or yarn. She said not plum yarn, it's not that. But whether it's some sort of special item we could only get once. Can't work it out, my brain can't work it out, but basically she thinks it may be the second show, but they often like to swap it around. But I think they've proposed for it to be in the second show. So it's worth keeping an eye on that on Monday, because she's on there for Christmas. Majority, all of it will be what, if you're a Toft follower, what's already been out. The 20-year celebration of Toft is next year, and it's the actual month is August. They turn 20. but Kerry said they are going to be starting the 20th year celebrations in January. So it's going to be throughout the whole of the year. They've already got the new boxes, so the shipping boxes, for the 20th year. So if we happen to, between now and sort of Christmas, end up making a lot of orders, they will run out of their existing stock and we'll start to see that new box. By the sounds of it, it'll be new bags as well. I said, oh, what about, because we had a 15-year bag design. She was basically saying a lot of sort of new or 20-year celebratory stuff everywhere. One of the ladies did ask, is it going to build through the year? Like, we're going to like make certain elements and it all come together? She went, possibly. Might be of that vein. If you've met Kerry and gone to one of these workshops before, if you've been lucky enough to, she can be very tight-lipped and just sort of play around with you. Because she forgets where she is in the year, because she said she's already up to September next year in her planning. So sometimes she'll be like, oh, have we not sold that yet? Which must be really hard to know. You forget what you can talk about. The Extravaganza winner was at Toft HQ this week. Kerry said it won't be released when it normally would due to what they picked. Wouldn't tell us what, but it's a non-standard form, so something quite different. 3 natural history workshops next year. Kerry is hoping that she can make one of them a big event because of it being their 20 years. So I think she's wanting to do under the dinosaur in the big main hall, the entrance when you go in. It sounds like that's what she's wanting to try and do a really big one for the 20-year celebrations. Kew will continue into next year. Manchester is still on the cards, but also possibly at Southwest venue, which excited Holly because it might likely be down the southwest sort of part of the UK. Maybe Bristol, maybe Exeter or Devon, I don't know. Maybe, which one's John O'Groats and Land's End? Is it Land's End down that way? Who knows? Yeah, so I put on the Facebook group, please don't keep refreshing the webpage. Kerry asked so they can get summer comp uploaded. The Warwick workshop, tickets on sale mid-August. Toft will get the details and we'll share them when they're ready to go. And also she said, Kerry said, it will be a Christmas themed make. And I think there's going to be it will be the Toft Christmas party, so there'll be mulled wine, because they've got an alcohol licence at the Warwick venue. So it will be a Christmas themed make. Again, she wouldn't tell us what. So yeah, that is all the gossip I think we found out. Oh no, there was one about the book. Holly found that out. So the Fairy Tale Creatures book? I missed that one. The fairy tale book that I think it kind of got spoil released by Amazon. September it will be available. We're not allowed to see the artwork yet, but Kerry says there's a reason why, and we'll understand why. It will be a hardback with a ribbon, like the other hardbacks, and we'd like to assume that there may be a patch or something. There'll always be bonus patterns from Toft if you order directly from them, so pre-order in September. Not delivery, just pre-order. Can't think of anything else. I think that's about it. I'm melting here, sorry. I feel like the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting. Do I look that melt? Well, a little bit. Look, shiny. Sorry, you all needed to see that. Right. Click and collect at Kew. I'm going to put this bag down on the floor because I do actually have a breakable, which I haven't opened yet, so I'm hoping it's not broken. We'll open that first. So I had 2 click and collects. I had one that I made, it wasn't Easter weekend, wasn't that far back. It was when they did the Langostini patch. I made a second order because I wanted to pick up a jar. And no, it was just that. I didn't want to pay postage. So I haven't opened this yet. Oh, she says, throwing it across the bed. I think I ordered a clementine jar. Oh, there we go. So I've got green and apricot, but I wanted the big jar because we got this big jar in the final instalment of Flora Society. So I've got the little ones and I wanted another big one. So that was my click and collect. It was just that, I believe. Yes, so then I ordered the Mesozoic yarn, managed to get that before it ran out. So this is the Mesozoic one that Rachel dyed. Okay. Got its own little label there, Mesozoic. And you got a 25-gram contrast with it, so I went for peony. Peony for mine. Then I did manage to get in super quick and get 3 of the sample skeins that were on offer. This is all my leaflets. Yes, that were on offer, and I did click and collect. So I have seen a lot of people on, I'll put them down here so you can't see them. A lot of people on Facebook were all getting very similar colours. Some of them were getting 3 of the same. They were all individually wrapped. Simon had told me, because I asked him about his, because he got his delivered, and mine, again, when I opened them, they were all individually wrapped. So they wouldn't tell, they would have just been picking and packing. I do wonder if, because I got in quite quick from the update, the earlier orders not got better yarns, but got more of a variety. And then the later orders, I wonder if like all of the blue ones that I have been seeing were all bundled, wrapped up, bundled and thrown in the bottom of a bucket, then the next lot, then the next lot. Because unless they, you know, I can't imagine Toft's going to do like, reminds me of Shaun the Sheep in a Close Shave when they're doing the bubbles, mixing it all up. It's going to have just kind of been thrown in a bucket, I guess, thrown in a box, a crate, I don't know. Anyway, this was the one that a lot of people got. I did already have a skein of this because Kylie very kindly went to Yarndown, picked out a load for some of us, and I asked for this one because it reminded me of a kingfisher. I do also have the actual hand dye one of this from Dye Club, so this is my 3rd skein of this now, but that's fine. I think I am going to have a go at making a kingfisher out of that. So that one. The next one I got was, again, one we couldn't work out. And then when I spoke to Rachel, she told me a test for the Mesozoic. So mine is quite, I've seen other tests and they've got more purple in them, but this is more, you know, more, it's got some more cream in there, but that is the Mesozoic tester I have got as my other skein. So that, I opened that one second, I opened that one third. The first one I opened, which got me very excited. I'd seen Bush Viper on Facebook that somebody wasn't, not unhappy with, but it wasn't their colour. It was too bright for them, and I was like, oh, if I get that, I'll be thrilled. Kerry the Chameleon. This is, Kerry to say, this was a re-dye of the yarn, so they re-dyed. So it's not one of the very, very original Kerrys. It was a re-dye of an original, so they've copied it basically and mirrored it again, but a Kerry the Chameleon hand dye. I was very pleased, as you can tell. I didn't find Toft till later, lockdown I found them, and I started with Uzziah the Flying Draco. I don't know how many dye clubs I've therefore missed. Kerry the Chameleon I know, Jasmine the Jellyfish, Jimmy the Crab, possibly 4 or 5, but that is what I opened first. I opened it and I was like, oh my god. And then I opened the second one and Kylie looked like you were about to hit me, didn't you, Kylie? She was like, trust you to like, how have you got 2 different? And then I did get that one. So these were my 3 sample skeins. So I think I really lucked out there, which is nice because I was poorly when I ordered these. Hence why I managed to get on there so quick, because it was a weekday, Thursday afternoon. But those are my hand dyes. Simon wanted to jump me in the car park on the way home to steal them. He kept trying to distract me. Yeah, I was quite lucky there, I think, with those. Let me hold up actually. So this is the tester Mesozoic and this is the actual. So you can see, I think they then swapped to dyeing on a grey base. This is obviously a cream one. But yeah, really chuffed, if I'm honest. Really pleased I got 3 different ones and a Kerry the Chameleon. Gotta make sure I use this well. So all in all, a fab day. So let me see, mentions. I'm going to try and remember everyone. So sat on a table with Claire, Kylie, Sophie, Joe, Nicola, Sheridan, Hannah, Kirsty, Jackie, Holly, and myself. Managed to speak to Erin, managed to speak to Irene, Becky, managed to speak to you as well, which was really nice. Also managed to speak to Rory, who I'd been chatting to on Instagram, and it was his first workshop. Who else was there? I had a couple of followers from here, so we had Petra and Laura. I think I'm saying that right, Laura, I'm sorry. We met you at Unravel 2 years ago now, I think it was. Maybe 3. I feel like it was possibly 3. Who came up to say hello, so that was really nice. Laura's got just started herself a YouTube, so hopefully comment on here and we'll all go and have a watch and a follow. So yeah, that was nice to bump into everyone. Ruth, you were poorly. I'm sorry you were poorly and you didn't get to go. Make sure you get your kit off Toft. Trying to think, was there anybody else I missed? I don't think so. I think that's everybody else. Oh, Suzanne. Sorry, Suzanne. After I'd sent you those directions to the car park, yeah, bumped into Suzanne. Had a chat. Saw your quokka. Very nice. It's a good pattern, that quokka pattern. Yeah, I think that's everybody. I'm sorry if I've missed anyone. And obviously Simon, who I've mentioned already, who was trying to steal off me. They're under lock and key now, Simon. Sorry. Yeah, so a lovely day. Took me 2 hours to get there and 2 hours to get back. Yeah. So, I think I'll pop in. Should I have popped in footage earlier? Maybe. I might do another introduction and then pop in the footage early, and then you can come back listening to me waffle. But yeah, I think that's about it. 2 hours to get up there, just over 2 hours, and just under 2 hours to get back, so not too bad. Tested out the new car on a long drive. All I have to say is at least the aircon works. Yeah, I'm going to go and take my face off now. I find that's the best bit. Like if you've been on a night out, you just come in and just take your face of makeup off. I am probably going to work on some more of this tonight, I think. I might try and do like the head and body and arms and legs, and then do the more complicated bit another day when I'm not quite so hot and tired. I've got to work tomorrow because I swapped my non-working day for today so I could be off because I've run out of holiday. I've not run out already, I've already booked everything for this year. So yeah, I've got to get up for work tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I left here at 6:30 this morning. Hubby's making a tea, so I'll go and get that and then try and chill out for the rest of the evening. I've got to make dinner as well. Anyway, right. Love you and leave you all. And thanks for watching. Thanks for anyone who said hello or chatted today. Hopefully I got to see everyone who was there. But yeah. And hopefully I'll try and do a video at the weekend, but you might be bored of talking to me or listening to me, sorry. Me talking at you. By then, maybe if I've got some progress on the passion flower, I will share it with you, but otherwise maybe I'll leave you till next week. We'll see. Watch this space. Have a good rest of your week. Not long to go to the weekend. And yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.